Okay, so I think this was 3 weeks ago when the McGregor fight was going on. Mm-hmm. Try to guess who came by to the fights. You know them. Two
I
people.
know them.
Mm-hmm.
Two people.
Two people.
I don't know anyone. I'm just kidding. Someone that we work with
No, but we're mutuals. Everyone's mutuals.
from RMU.
One of them, yeah.
Don't tell me. Is it? Look.
Who?
Never mind. That
Say
it's
it
probably
again.
not
Wait, say it
him.
again?
It's a guy. It's gonna pick up on the mic. Was it?
Oh no!
No.
No.
Was it Julian and Darius?
It was. Yeah. There we go. It was Julian and Darius. Did I tell you they came by? No.
No.
Oh yeah, they came by, and it was a big. The reason why it was such a big thing was not because of the fights, but because
They went.
they went, and I smoked my first backwood.
How was that?
It was harsh, a little harsh.
Yeah.
It was cool though. I felt like almost like smoking a cigar, you know?
You felt fancy.
A little bit because they all knew that was my first wood.
Wow.
Darius is like look at Gomez. Look at Gomez.
What the fuck?
Gomez with the wood. And he was just being a clown. But
That's so funny.
yeah, it was a good time. And then he had rolled another one. And by this point, the fights don't finish till like 11. And by this point, I was tired. I was already high, and my eyes were. I'm pretty sure they were like bloodshot red. And when I was leaving, because I was one of the first people to go, they were like, "Oh, you good to drive? Like, you good to drive?" I'm like, "Dude, I'm not even like that high. I'm just I'm
Tired,
sleepy and
yeah.
I'm tired and like I'm just trying to go." Because they were rolling with another back when I was like, nah, bro. Like I'm good.
Holy shit.
I'm good.
Hey, young America, we need to talk about something called grass. Not that grass. I'm talking about marijuana.
It's stimulating, mind expanding.
Damn. Too harsh.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever smoked a cigar?
Yes. One puff.
One puff.
One puff. One in that one puff, it was like 30 cigarettes.
Dude, was it a thing at your high school? I know this was for like the white kids and stuff at the high schools that we were by, but when you graduated, you and your dad would like smoke a cigar for like graduation or some shit.
We didn't do that.
No,
No,
we
hell
didn't do
no.
that shit, but it's common.
What did you guys do? Or what did you do for your graduation?
Like a graduation party.
Yeah, did you have a party?
Mm-hmm.
For
I had
both like high
one.
school and college?
I just had one for high school because I had gotten accepted into RMU. So it was kind of like like she's going to go to college. Usually if like you weren't going to go to college, for at least my sisters and I, you just wouldn't get one.
Oh.
But we all pretty much got one, which was cool.
And was RMU your first choice?
No.
I know I've asked you this like a long time ago, but
You asked me like at least 3 times.
Really?
It was not my first choice, but it was my main choice because it was in Chicago, which I wanted to go to. But, yep.
And how big was the party that you had when you graduated?
No, it was just like a family party and just like family friends and stuff that came. It rained that day, which kind of sucked, but it was pretty cool. My friends went.
That's nice. Do you remember the first drink you had with your parents or with your dad? Was
First drink?
Yeah. It wasn't that night, like graduation night?
No. I think it was like probably well into like college. I guess like an actual like drink. Probably not after like my 21st. Because then he knew like, okay, you guys can drink. So there's going to be like alcohol on deck and we can all like sit around and drink. So we did that. But I mean, I would have a beer here and there with him if he would like offer. But it wasn't like we were drinking this together.
Yeah.
Daughter, father shit, you know? Not till like now. What about you?
I've never drank with my parents.
Oh,
No, I never drank with my parents. I don't think I ever will, to be honest.
why? Is it because they don't drink?
They don't drink. Well, my dad enjoys like his michelada every once in a while. And then my mom likes wine. So, or they drink wine together sometimes too. But for the most part, they don't really drink. But I don't know. It's like it's just weird for us. I can't even describe it. Like,
You're not gonna get fucked up. You're just having like a little drink with them.
No, yeah, definitely. I don't know why. I guess it's part of the stigma. Like even when I just started trying to like how do I say this? Like
Shake the rug.
yeah, I guess with like with weed. Like I'm going outside and like hitting my bowl and then coming back inside
How
of
are
my mom's
you?
living room.
How are you gonna be like? Yeah, mom and dad, I smoke weed, but I'm not gonna have a glass of wine with you because that's weird.
I guess it's not that it's weird. It's like, how can I describe it?
It's just not done.
It's just like when a sex scene comes on fucking in a movie and they're like, okay, like
It's not the
que estás
same.
mirando? Like that,
Oh my god. I just remember when I told you, I think you went so extreme. Whether you're just like, I'm gonna tell them. You didn't just like ease into it. You're just like, fuck it.
Like, hey, I smoke.
Oh my god.
I don't know, dude. Alcohol is just one of those things that, not that I'm afraid that like I'm gonna say anything, like during when I'm like if I get drunk or something. I just don't want them to like see me like that. It's a very personal experience for someone to see me drunk.
Do you think your parents would get the ick?
They would get the what?
They would get the ick.
What is that?
Like, you know, when you smoke with other people, let's say you're smoking with your crush, one-on-one, and you get too high. Both of you guys are on this, like, just really high level, and they just do some shit that is just like, ugh, I don't even really like you like that. Like, you get the ick. Like, what if your parents feel that about you? Like, you get too drunk, and they're like, ugh.
Maybe that's what it is. I could definitely see them being like, oh no, we're not drinking with Jason again.
What the fuck?
My parents also don't know me outside of like the house. You know, like if they were to find this podcast, bro, I don't want to say like everything would just be
Weird.
different or weird, but it would be very much different and weird. I have an aunt who just found the podcast. Like she had texted me random as fuck, and she went and was like, "You need to take your like vitamins or some shit like because you're getting sick." And I was like, "How did you know I'm sick?" And then she had referenced something else in like 2 episodes ago, and I was like, "Oh, she found the podcast."
Is she like young-ish?
She's my mom's younger sister. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. This is the aunt. I don't know if I ever told you, but she used to live with us in the house that we live in now. So her old room is my room now.
Oh.
And so she would babysit us and like make sure that we're good to go to school because my parents were working or whatever. So we're very close with her, but they don't necessarily believe in smoking weed
Oh, like her family doesn't? Like
Yeah.
they don't?
because she's married to my uncle who's Muslim. And like their whole
thing is,
weed
like,
in the
hell no.
yeah, exactly.
Damn.
We can smoke up all the hookah we want, but we can't
Oh,
smoke.
shit.
We can't smoke weed.
Have you smoked hookah with them?
No.
But do they smoke hookah?
Yeah, they smoke it.
Damn. You'd be like, hey, let's chill. Let's smoke. I think that would be fun.
I like the activity of smoking. I think it's really fun, but like what weed just that has that stigma with like that generation of people, I guess.
I get it.
And so now she found out. That I smoke, and so the next time I go over, it's gonna be like that whole conversation. Maybe she's gonna listen to this and like, you know, I just know it's gonna be a conversation.
Fuck. Like a bad one or a good one? Or an understanding one?
I think I would make it an understanding one because I think when I went over one time to their place, I was high and they didn't even know that I was high. So it's like, well, there's no difference basically.
Right.
And like my work ethic hasn't really changed. There's nothing that's been negative that weed's brought me to where someone would have to be like concerned. You know, so
Like you need an intervention.
exactly, and like that was my argument towards my dad, and he still didn't see eye to eye on me with the whole weed thing. But with my family, I'm ready to just argue for the weed because like it's like if you haven't tried it, you can't really speak on it. So
I feel you.
you
I
know,
feel you.
I'm excited for you to tell your parents or like when that conversation.
Wait,
happens.
but I'll tell this little story because I honestly feel like at least my mom knows. And this goes back to like a couple days ago when I went home. I was having some health problems, just like some emergency shit for those who didn't know. I have an inflamed lung. I'm going to pass for now, and I'm going to say why. So I went to the I went to the emergency room the other day, and I thought it was going to be my gallbladder, and I thought it was going to erupt, and that I had gallstones and stuff because all the symptoms were there, and my mom has had it before, so we kind of just thought it was that because I've never had this like really severe pain before. So I went to the ER. They told me it was not my gallbladder. It came out normal, but the thing that was pushing down on my gallbladder was my lung. So a while ago, I talked about my ribs and how everyone's ribs are pretty like flat on their chest. Mine are a little more open, causing like this kind of concave structure on my chest. So that with like my lung, it already pushes down a bit on it. So if I were to do like really heavy exercise or anything that would really make my lung work over time, it gets inflamed, you know? So that was pushing down on my gallbladder and it was very painful. So I stayed there for a couple hours. They gave me all these painkillers, like anti-inflammatory meds and shit like that. But overall, going back to the beginning, my mom was taking me. It was like 3 a.m. She was taking me to the hospital, and she looked at me and she was like, "You're still smoking?" And I immediately, impulsively said no. I was like, "No." And she's like, "Because that's the first thing they're going to ask you." And I just like sat there and I was just annoyed, like, because I couldn't even fucking breathe. I was just like, I don't have the energy to even talk right now. And that's why I feel like she might know. Like, she definitely knows I smoke, but I don't know if she thinks I smoke cigarettes or weed. So, like, she knows I smoke.
Was there ever a instance where she's caught you smoking cigarettes? Like you know for sure she's talking about weed, not cigarettes?
No, I have no idea. Like, I don't know if she thinks I have or would smoke cigarettes or if I have or would smoke weed. You know? So I'm just like, you just said smoke. I was like, I don't know what you mean. But yeah, that was that. So definitely she knows, but it's a little confusion. And I'm not going to ask her for clarification because for what? But that was that. And my dad, I'm not sure. I don't know if he knows or not, but I really don't think that he would care too much. You know, they would be concerned. They would be like, as long as you're not like fucking up. But I think they would be pretty cool about it.
Right. And you've done a pretty good job at staying productive and like being productive.
Exactly.
You know?
Like, I'm not fucking dying on the street over here, you know? But I really would want to smoke. Like, I really want to take a little hit.
Oh, that makes sense why you took that edible. Okay.
Yeah, that's why, like, my brother-in-law was like, hey, like, take this. It'll probably help the pain and stuff, and you don't have to, like, smoke. So I was
That's
like, fuck
smart.
it.
Fuck.
And it helped a lot. It was good.
There was this one time I was coming out of the bus for like this was like sophomore year of high school, and I just got off at the White Castle by my house, and the White Castle's been there for fucking years, and so I'm just like walking towards my house, and like I get this random pat on my back. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, this is weird. So I turn around, and it's like this random ass girl. I've never, ever seen her in my life. And she's like, oh, I just wanted to tell you, like, I love your eyes. And then that was it. And then she was like, okay, like bye. You know, I was like, I just said thank you because I didn't know what else to say. I was just frozen. But to me, like that moment had, like that memory has stuck with me forever. Because one, I don't think guys get complimented a lot at all. But that's like another conversation. But I wanted to ask you if there is a compliment that you remember that's like just stuck with you. And it could be from whoever, like whenever.
Like a compliment I just would never have expected, or a compliment that I usually get.
No, not a compliment that you usually get.
Oh.
But like something that either was very unexpected or something that you just carry around with you. And maybe like if someone says, oh, I really love that shirt. But now, and every time you wear that shirt, it brings back like that memory of someone complimenting you on that shirt.
I think it was maybe not like a specific like shirt or whatever, but I remember back when I was working at North Face, and I was just getting to know Jade, and like we were just starting to be friends and stuff. She said I had really great style, and I just didn't expect that because I feel like I have zero style. Like I just wear whatever, and it just somehow I guess works. And she's like, no, like you're trendy, you know? And I was like, oh, like thank you. And now I'm just like, oh, maybe I am trendy. But like I was gonna say maybe other compliments that I've gotten would be like, I like your smile. That's what I was gonna say if you were like, oh, like when you usually get. Because do people usually compliment you on your eyes?
Not randomly like that.
Oh, okay.
Not strangers.
Yeah. That's kind of one of the ones I get, but
I
going
like
back
this,
to...
my bad. No, before you start that, I like the style one because every time I come here, I feel a little underdressed, especially because like when I'm with you and your boyfriend, because he's already such like a colorful person who like I want like his pants drawer, like whatever he hangs his pants, like he probably has a shit ton of like just different.
He really
pants.
does have a lot of pants,
And they're not just regular pants; they're pants that
they're fun pants, yeah.
Exactly, and I'm always like, man, like you guys make me want to step out of my comfort zone a little bit. But
You should do it. Ooh, we gotta go shopping. Stop. Why?
I'm just a very comfortable.
You
in
could
my
find
space type of
comfortable,
person.
nice new clothes.
No, like I'm comfortable like in my own little like box of whatever I already have.
But like you can find fun things of your own style. You know what I mean?
Like what kind of pants would you replace with jeans?
You could have cool jeans. You could have like more comfortable jeans, a different cut if you want to experiment with different cuts of pants.
See, this is already a big like experiment for me because of like how wide
the cuffing the pants.
not the cuff, but like how wide and like the bottom of the leg is. Because my shit's always a little bit more fitted. And so for this to be like wide, that's why I cuffed them because I was like, no, they're too wide to the point where like I'm not that comfortable yet.
Oh my gosh. And why? Who cares?
I do. That's why I'm cuffing them.
But I will say you have a good taste in like tops.
Oh, thank
you. know,
you.
like I usually see your shirts and I'm like, that is a nice shirt.
Thank
They're
you.
neutral. I fuck with the neutral.
I
you
appreciate
know.
it.
But I think you should go shopping for some fun stuff. I think fun pants for you would be really nice.
See, I don't know what that is though.
Fun pants. You could do some corduroy. You could do.
I like that though. I do like
See?
that. Like I do like corduroy.
Yeah, or like some suede. Like that'd be so cool.
Some silk.
Okay, let's calm down. I've been trying to get my boyfriend a silk shirt, like a silk button up.
Dude, that would be nice.
But like just for shits and giggles, like those buchon ones with like the chains and shit like that. That shit is so funny to me. Like the Versace print, you know, like that just really gaudy, like
two
just some
buttons
ugly shit.
undone.
Yeah.
Chest hair popping out. Oh yeah.
I think it'd be so funny, but I have to still find one. Maybe I'll go to the discount mall.
Do you think
pretty
they
sure
have?
so.
They have. So is there? My bad. Is there like cheap silk and good silk?
Yeah.
Like you could find cheap silk.
Well, maybe
silk at
there's
the, like,
not
a
cheap
thrift store.
silk, but there's definitely like other materials that are like it, like satin, which is like cheaper and stuff. So you can get like satin, which would probably make the most sense.
Yeah. I heard sleeping with satin pillow covers is great for your hair.
That's why I have like I don't have a pillow cover, but I have the like the hair wrap for it.
Shit.
Just because I feel like maintaining the pillowcase is just like too much work. And then I just toss the scarf like in the wash and it's fine. But that's pretty fun. You should get one.
I want to get a pillow cover or a pillowcase.
Do you not have one?
Not a headscarf. Well, I have a pillowcase, but it's not satin.
I was concerned. I was like, wait. Yeah, you should get one. Do you feel like you usually have very like frizzy hair or something? Yeah?
Oh yeah, definitely.
I don't think I ever really pay attention to it.
I wore a hat before I got here
Oh, okay.
on purpose because like after my showers, my hair is just up, and it's annoying. Like I would brush it, and it's just like not cooperating with me right now. So I wear a hat to flatten it down a little bit, just for like 30 minutes, and then take it off, which is probably really bad. This is why I think I had a really bad dandruff problem, was because I dried the fuck out of my scalp, and that's why I had dandruff.
Because of your hot showers?
No, not the hot shower, but like the fact that I would wear a hat so often, and like right after I shower, which is gross.
Right after?
Not right after, but like, okay, like
it'd still be damp.
kind of, not really.
Okay.
Like if I showered today, I got home at like, let's say like my shower was at 4:30, right? And I left my house at 5:30, and then in the car ride, I would put the hat on to like flatten it a little bit for like the 20-30 minutes, and then I'll take it off. But back then, I would put it on. Yeah, I guess my head was a little damp, and I'll put it on.
Dang. Yeah, that's pretty bad. That causes a lot of like breakage, I'm pretty sure. Ugh. Well, at least you've upgraded.
And dude, I had this idea. I was like, what if I shaved my head and like try to fix my scalp that way? Like really moisturize it, get it like, just, I don't know, just fix it. And that way when my hair grows back, I don't have to worry about the dandruff.
Uh-huh. Did you do it?
No.
Oh.
No,
you
this was
should've.
like 3 years ago.
No.
I can't rock a bald head, dude. I already have a fat
Then you just
I
wear a
already have
hat.
fat head.
This
Yeah,
is
but
why
you
you
still
do
know you're
it.
bald. You
This-
know what I mean? Like in the sides.
This is why you do it in the winter where you wear like a beanie.
That was my plan.
Oh.
But the beanie would have dried out. It was just like, it's like PEMDAS. You know, it just like cancels out.
The fuck, what was I gonna say? What the fuck? Does either your mom or dad have like curly hair?
I think my mom does, maybe.
What do you mean?
Like curls, like in what sense?
Like she just has naturally curly hair?
No, I don't think so.
No. So none of you guys, like you or your brothers, have curly hair. I was like wondering because I know sometimes like how guys cut their hair short. You can tell sometimes when they have curly hair because like their hair's a little bit thicker and stuff, but unless they start to grow it out, you can't really see the curls and stuff. And I maybe would have guessed that you might have had curl, but just because your hair looks a little thick.
Is wavy curly, or is that two different things? Because my hair is wavy.
It's like different because it doesn't like curl up.
Right.
You just got the little wave, which is still like I can see where it could be wavy, but because my dad has really curly hair, and then both of my sisters have pretty curly hair, and I'm like pressed that I came out with my mom who has like very straight hair, but like I'm just like in the middle of like the wave.
Oh,
And
so you
I'm
have
like-
wavy hair too, then?
Yeah, but
And
like I
it's
wanted
thick?
it curly. It's not thick, it's like thinner. But I didn't want that.
Can you change that? I don't think you can change that, right?
I get a
hair?
perm, but
Oh, shit.
that's it. Oh, I'm trying to be a cuh.
It's shit. What's something that got passed down in your family besides like hair? Like what else? What other features belong to your parents?
Well, my grandma has like she had a very small forehead. Like her hairline started like right here. Like I probably 1 inch over her eyebrows.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
And she had like the smallest forehead on earth. And you can see in some of my cousins and like my aunts and my uncles that like they also have a very small forehead just because their hair grows so like far up. And my little sister is kind of like in that middle place where like she has a forehead, but it's like a little smaller. I think it's really funny, but I guess that's one distinctive thing that got passed down. What about yours?
I think bone structure. I feel like my Pedro and I have my mom's bone structure.
I can see it. You and Pedro?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah.
And then Jonathan got your dad's.
Yeah, a little bit more rounder. Ours is
Chiseled.
yeah, no, I guess, but it's like sharp at the chin.
You guys got some strong chins.
Strong ass chins, bro.
That Reese Witherspoon chin.
Stop. Yeah, I've been called Crimson Chin before. That shit was like in 16. I laughed.
I'm fucking dead.
But and that was the first time I ever had that thought. I was like, do I have a big chin? Like it never crossed my mind that like my bone structure is a thing. But it wasn't like a bad thing. I wasn't like pressed about it because we're all just fucking around. But I was like, that's interesting. I never paid attention to that before.
I think passing down gene pools and all that kind of stuff, it's so crazy because you're literally just having a blend and a blend and a blend of like all these different people. There's you know?
That's super interesting. That was like my favorite subject in biology is
Genetics?
evolution and genetics. Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty fun.
Loved it.
Oh, I saw my little cousin the other day.
The ones
The little Edgar kids.
yeah. Do you talk to them first or do they talk to you first?
I don't know, but they don't talk to me. I feel like they definitely think I'm just like some old bitch. But I usually initiate the conversation and I'm just like, oh, like you guys already ate, like just shit like that. And they'll be like, yeah, just to start it off neutral. I don't want them to be edgy right off the bat, you know?
Well, how would you make it edgy?
I would talk to them and they would be like,
Taunt them.
they would just ignore me or something. But nah. They're pretty respectful, I will say.
The cousin who's Quince shot, her little sister.
She's a cuh.
No, she's not a cuh.
Okay.
No, I feel like she's mean. Like she doesn't enjoy any kind of conversation. She's more like just like I don't know how to describe it. Just like don't
Just
talk to me
edgy?
basically. Yeah, like she's like mean mugging you almost. Like judging you. Yeah.
That's when you gotta like punch her a little.
Because she's like 13, 14 right now, I think. So she's definitely at that age where she's just like, I'm too cool to be here.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So when I went to my family party this past weekend, I think it was Saturday. But I sat next to, so usually the way my family does it, all the adults sit at the adult table and then all the kids sit at the kid table. And the adult table was pretty full. And I was like, you're fucking lying. I'm gonna have to go sit with the cousins. So
The cousins.
So I sat down next to one of my girl cousins, and she's like in her like preteen years or whatever. She's going through her little awkward phase, and I'm just like, oh, like I remember that. And she was there with like her over the ear headphones, and she was just chilling. And I asked her, I was like, oh, like you ate already? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, oh, nice. And then it was just like silent. And I was like, ugh, because it was just me. And I was like, oh, like you're on summer break right now? And she's like, yeah. And I just like asked her about school or whatever. But you could like tell that like certain things she tried to be really edgy really bad, and she was like, yeah, I go to bed like really late, like I go to bed at 5 a.m. and I'm like, oh, that's not good. You're gonna be really tired. She's like, oh, I wake up at like 1, and I'm like, oh, nice. And she's like, yeah, all I do is really listen to music and stay in my room, and I'm just by myself and stuff. And I'm like, oh my God, you're so edgy.
She's trying to impress you.
I know, it was very much like she's like trying to impress, you know. But I'm just like, okay, maybe I'll act surprised or something. But because I remember those days, trying to be edgy and shit. But
You're trying to spend the party in your room. That's how I was.
yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
I'm not trying to go out there.
yeah, she's one of the kids that usually like stays home, and she doesn't go to the parties. But I think probably that day my aunt made her go. But and also I think because like her other cousin or like our other cousin that's kind of her age was also going to be there, so she was probably like, fuck it, like let's go. I just wish I had cousins my age growing up. I think not having them really, I don't know. I feel like having cousins your own age, like those are your first friends, you know, like your first like ride or die friends, other than like your siblings and stuff. But I didn't have that, and it makes me sad. But that's okay. I have my sisters.
What's the closest age for your cousins? That's like the closest age to you.
I think she's 23, 22 or 23. I forget. But we're just in very different stages of life, which is why I feel like I just feel older. If
Yeah.
that makes sense. But yeah.
I don't know, dude. Might be fun, some fun, like hitting her up, hanging out with her.
I mean, I hung out with her that day, and she was pretty cool and stuff. But like I said, I just feel like there's a lot of like gaps and stuff like that. There's just like, because like she still lives at home and stuff like that, which is fine. I'm just like not really there to engage, you know.
I feel you. I'm sorry for the coughing.
No, I know. I feel like all of our throats are fucked up right now.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I feel one right there. That's why I brought.
You feel it
cough
coming?
drops. So I bought cough drops for this.
Oh,
reason.
really?
Came prepared.
What the fuck?
Yep.
Wait, so are you sick?
No, this is like the last stages of like it's just a cough now. And like obviously I shouldn't be smoking if I have a cough, but you know.
Fuck it. Have you ever lost your voice? Like just completely lost it?
After MCD.
After what? Oh, really?
yeah.
Oh.
There's a lot of good acts, dude. Alicia Keys, bro. Alicia Keys. I
Stop.
saw
You
her
went for
live.
fucking Lil Wayne. Stop
Lil Wayne too, bro.
playing.
That was like, I think that's why I lost my voice was Lil Wayne. As soon as Sky's the Limit came out, I was like, okay, like that's it. And the
You're
guy
like,
next
fuck
to
this
me,
bitch I came with. I'm trying to ride.
to be honest, and the guy
Damn.
next to me made me so comfortable because
Oh.
I think we just recognized each other from Lane, and he was like, "Oh, what's up, man?" And like we just like, cause he got up for Lil Wayne too, we're in the dugout, and he put his arm around me and was like, and he was like going in, and I was like, okay, I can
Nah,
go
I
in,
can
like
go
yeah,
in.
like I got
Aw.
my boy right here just like singing the lyrics too, and if he knows them, like I know him too, like I'm just confident in myself that, bro, I was listening to. Like a couple like Rebirth, right? Like a couple days ago, and that's crazy that I know all those lyrics like from every single song.
I'm dead.
Dude,
What do you call Lil Wayne fans?
that's a good question. Let's come up with it right now. That's tough. I don't know.
Because what other iterations of his name does he have?
We got Lil Wayne. You have just Wayne, Wheezy, Mr. Carter.
What if it's the Wheezies?
The Wheezies.
Are you a Wheezy? No, that doesn't sound right.
Because what do you already have? We have the bees. We have
You
the
got
barbs.
the barbs. You got the stands.
See, these
You
are all
get-
like one syllables. Okay,
Okay. Dude, I got nothing.
I'm gonna look up Lil Wayne nicknames. Because I'm sure I'm missing a lot.
The one that starts with the one that starts with a T.
Tunchi. Mm-hmm. Oh shit! Best rapper alive. Birdman Jr., Baby Jr., Dr. Carter, Lil Tunes,
Whatever.
Mr. Carter, President Carter, Weezy F Baby, Weeziana, Young Tunchi, and Young Weezy. We don't have much to go out with.
I like the tunes.
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 Cool. Like you would if someone called you a tune or like asked if you're a tune, like you wouldn't guess Lil Wayne. But when they told you Lil Wayne, you'd be like, damn, I didn't know we had a name.
We have to start it, dude.
We're gonna create a Twitter just for the
No, you have
tweet that.
to make your Instagram just like a Lil Wayne themed.
Oh, just like a fan page.
Yeah.
I'm gonna Photoshop myself with like pictures of them.
Photoshop yourself in like truck fit outfits. That'd be perfect.
Actually, go buy truck fit outfits.
Nah.
No.
You don't even want to thrift for other pants.
Oh shit.
Fuck. Oh, going back to the Magnificent Coloring Day. The girl that you went with, you said she wasn't really vibing?
Mm-mm.
So
She
like
wore
what?
fucking boots, bro. Like thigh-high boots that she could not
She's trying to
run
be cute, though.
or jump it. See, like I get that, but it wasn't like a. Maybe if this was like the first time we were meeting, or like even the second time. But this was like we were already dating for a minute, so it was like, bro, just go be comfortable. And it's like
Right.
because like so many people are performing today that we might not even know what might happen. And what fucking happened? Kanye came out, and then the crowd rushed the field. And I was like, I can't just leave her. So I'm like, all right, I'm
mean,
gonna
you
sit down here. And, I mean, I could have. Yeah, I really could have. But she bought the tickets. So I was,
okay.
yeah.
You could have been like, I'm gonna go, but I'll be right back.
Nah, I was not gonna go back. If I was gonna stay there, if I was gonna jump, I would have stayed there.
But like, what if you started jumping and like with the dude and stuff, and then she got the ick from you? She's like, ugh, yeah, like Lil Wayne. Did
you don't
she
like
like Lil
Lil
Wayne?
Wayne? Maybe. I think so. I think when people like hear me talk this much about Lil Wayne, like they imagine it's like all I play when I'm driving. But I probably listen to him like once every 2 to 3 months. Like it's very.
You said you were
sparse.
just listening to it
Yeah.
like 3 days ago.
Yeah, Rebirth. A couple
Was that
songs.
enough for your month?
Yeah, no, definitely. I got my good. You ever have those drives where it's just you in the car? You could be high, maybe you're not high, and you have like your favorite songs playing, and it's like genuinely you in that moment, like dancing, singing as loud as you fucking want. You ever have those moments?
Yes, all the time. Usually with Nicki songs though. Definitely with some Nicki songs. There's just so many good ones. Like, stop.
Yeah.
She's got too many bangers. Stop. Oh, I have this theory, and you know what? This is probably going to be a little problematic, but I don't care. These are just my opinions. But I was talking to my boyfriend the other day about the come up of Cardi and Meg and Nicki, right? And Meg kind of, hold on. Cardi came a little before Meg's rise, and right when Cardi has a strong energy, you know, she has very I don't want to say she's problematic, but she has this like ego to her, right? Love it, love her, love Cardi, love Nicki, but I think it was very it became a big breeding ground for competition just because she was like really high on the come up, and everyone's like, oh, queen of rap, whatever. And honestly, genuinely, I think Nicki's really untouchable. No one does it like her. But you know, Cardi's good, whatever. But I honestly feel like if Meg would have come instead of Cardi, they would have done that with her and Nicki. And I don't want to say that Meg is better than Nicki, but I think Meg is better than Cardi B. Like she like lyrically, she's just amazing. And I think that kind of would have been more of a fair competition, if you will. And then I think Cardi maybe would have been like the Meg in the situation where she's not as like problematic in the media and stuff like that. Kind of like controversial, if you will, because anything Cardi does now, it's like, oh, Nicki's better, or like whatever. Where it's like people don't really put a lot of competition on Meg and Nicki. That's why I feel like if Meg would have been in Cardi's place, there would have been that competition with Nicki. Does that make sense?
If Meg rose before Cardi did,
Yeah.
there would be more competition with Nicki.
If she rose when Cardi did, like let's just say flipped.
Oh, okay.
You know? I really think that they would have had the competition. And I think it would have been a stronger competition than like Cardi.
Because she's so good lyrically.
Yeah. That's what I think. But yeah, I don't know. I like them all. I'm not gonna lie, I like them all. But I really do like Meg, and I think she's got huge potential. Like I'm really excited to see what she does later on.
Do you think Nicki's only better because she's been around longer?
No. I don't know. See, I don't know how much of a Barbs you are. But even if you watch her really fucking early ciphers and freestyles, she's always been sick. She's always been good. She's always been personally.
Dude, you've
to
been watching
me,
for a minute. If you're talking
Yes,
about like freestyles,
yes.
that's crazy.
like her freestyles, like the ciphers that she's been in, like even then, like the lyrics are powerful, like the hooks, they're there, and it's only ever gotten better with time. But I don't think it's just because she's been in the game really long. She obviously has, but I think she always brings it no matter what. No matter what, which I think makes her like the strongest and probably the best female artist to me.
I think that's a pretty good that's a very strong statement to make, but you have a lot of like proof behind it.
Yeah. I'll find you one of these old videos that I saw the other day because it was really good. And I made my boyfriend watch it. I was like, dude, watch this. And he's like,
On like the rise of Nicki or what?
yeah.
I love those videos.
But he's like, yeah, she's good. But I'm like, she's fucking good. You're not giving me the reaction I want.
What are her nicknames?
She's got Nicki. She's got Barbie. Barbs. Fuck. Monica Lewinsky. She's got her alter ego, Roman. She has a lot more. I know that. But yeah.
I was so happy that someone, I think it was Juanito, when he was like, "What's your favorite Nicki verse?" So that gave me a chance to like go back and listen to old music, bro. Roman, I was going in on Roman's Revenge. Such a good song,
Dude, it was so good. Stop. Like, she's got bangers after. If she were to go on a versus with someone, who do you think she would go with?
What do you mean, a verses or a verse?
A versus, like Soulja Boy and Bow Wow just did.
I don't know. What you're talking
Oh
about.
my god. We're gonna have to end this short. Sorry, guys. Like the verses, I think it's executively produced by P. Diddy. And they show it on Instagram, and I think they live stream it on YouTube too, but I think it's mainly Instagram. Sponsored by Cigar because that's Diddy stuff. And they usually grab two, and it's usually rap / hip hop artists. And they go head to head on what is, I guess, the most fair competition, discography wise, era wise, and all that. So they make it very fair to like who's gonna go up with who. And recently they did Bow Wow and Soulja Boy, and it was very entertaining. Like I don't think I don't think Soulja Boy he did not win, but it was very entertaining, which made it cool to watch. But I'm trying to think who else had one. I forgot. There's been a couple like really good ones, but I'm like asking
who would Nicki go against?
Who would Nicki go up against? Like some people could argue Lil Kim, but
I never listened
not
to
really.
Lil
That's
Kim
what I'm
like
saying.
that.
Like I don't like is her repertoire really holding up today? I guess like right now in like mainstream media, kind of like Nicki is. No,
Right.
you know.
Was that a different generation though? Lil
It
Kim?
was, yeah, it was like a lot earlier. I mean, her and Nicki were in the game at the same time, but then she kind of like, Lil Kim kind of like, she became one of those like more old school rappers and stuff.
Okay.
But that's why I feel like, I don't know. I don't know who would be a fair one for her.
Ooh, I got one. Cupcake.
She's too new. Fuck
what?
no.
Cupcake's
Fuck
been around
no.
for a minute, bro.
Not as long as Nicki has. Stop. Cupcake is good. I like her. Mm-hmm. They got the same vibe, whatever, but
I mean, it's
no.
different levels. Definitely different levels.
Yeah. No. She's not on the same level as Nicki, but I like her.
So who would you put on there then?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I have no idea. And it wouldn't even be fair to say Cardi because same thing. She doesn't have like an extensive. Again, if maybe if you include like Cardi's mixtapes that she's like the very early mixtapes, but she wasn't that good. Probably her later mixtapes right before she got signed were like pretty decent, but not the really early shit. I mean, the Gangster Bitch Volume 1 and 2, like, okay, like I'll give it to you. Like they were all right, but not on this Nicki shit.
Is this why you laughed when I said hot new hip hop that one time? Because like you were on hot new hip hop too.
Dude, I've been on hot new hip hop. Stop playing with me.
You'd hop from hot new hip hop to LimeWire.
I don't really fuck with LimeWire.
What did you use?
I was too scared of LimeWire.
Puss.
I think at that point, I knew how to convert like YouTube to MP3. You know?
You thought you were all like fucking hacker and shit.
Stop, bitch. That shit was so fun. But yeah, I had like a little bootleg, iPad Mini, or like it was the clip ones. It was one of the bootleg ones.
The shuffles.
Yeah, it was one of those, and I was a shit. Stop. I had good music on there. I wish I still had at least one of them because I had a couple. They couldn't really fit a lot of songs on there, you know.
I think it was you got like 100 songs.
Yep. So do you know? I know some people's dads have bocinas. Does your dad like bocinas?
Yeah, we have some in the basement.
But like a lot.
You're talking about like the fat ass like single ones, right?
Yeah,
That are,
or
like,
they could
this
be a little
big.
smaller. They could vary in size, I guess.
The only one that we have that I guess I would consider that. My dad got a free one from like Sprint or some shit for like buying the
nice.
phones, and that's when that's how he was so excited about that one speaker.
Oh,
But that's like all I could think of.
damn.
But your dad?
Yeah, dude, my dad, we go to the Swaporama and he scopes them out. He's like, let's go to the Electronicos and we're going to go look. And he's gotten like a lot from there. And I'm like, what do you need more for? He's like, oh, I need one for the car. I need one for the bathroom. I need one for fucking whatever. And I'm just like, okay, like cool. But what I think is really funny is that in Mexico, if you've gone recently, you can see the popularity of the flash drives, they're getting more and more popular because usually for these bocinas, you have to plug in an MP3 or like a USB. and like all your music is on there. So you go to the tianguis, you go to the whatever, and they sell just a shit ton, like a shit ton of these like USBs, and I got this, I got that, I got that.
And they're flash drives?
They're flash drives. And then you just plug it into the thing and you hit shuffle and there you go. But they're very popular right now in Mexico.
These things don't use like aux cords?
Usually if you buy maybe an older one, they're not going to have it.
Oh, the newer ones are the ones with USBs.
No, I feel like the older ones are the ones with the USBs. Because now my dad has some that have Bluetooth. And he's like, whoa. And I'm like, whoa, okay. He's like, okay, like, let's put the YouTube on now. So I'm like, okay. But he has a couple in Mexico, and we go, and he usually, like, carries a nice little chain of different ones and stuff. So that's pretty fun.
How many does he have? Like, just in the house alone?
He probably has, like, 10.
Damn.
And they all, like, the little USBs, they have like a shit ton of songs on them, like over 1,000 and stuff. So he just doesn't run out, but it's pretty cool.
So this is his thing. Like what he likes to, I guess, collect or indulge on is
Bocinas?
speakers. Yeah.
I would say music, not really the bocinas or anything like that. I think ever since we were growing up, he would always have just a shit ton of music. And he would always have music playing, whether he had like a really extensive cassette collection. And then he had booklets and like booklets of CDs. And now he has like his USBs and stuff. So he's always been strapped on all of them. It's pretty funny.
What's your mom's thing?
What does she like to collect or whatever?
Well, you said your dad's indulgence is like music. So what's your mom's?
My mom a couple years ago really got into like working out, like exercising. And I think it was really good for her because you could just see her whole like mood change. And she was like all about fitness. And even to this day, she's very healthy and like mindful of like what she puts into her body and all that stuff. And she likes wellness, you know, and I think it keeps her entertained, keeps her busy, which is good, you know? It's good for her.
Do you feel like you've taken on your parents' indulgences?
To a certain extent, just because whenever we're together, like that's what they talk about. You know, my dad's usually like, oh, like I heard this, or like, did you hear this new music? My dad usually puts me on to like new Mexican music, and I'm like, fuck yeah. But yeah, it's like stuff like that.
Does he go to concerts?
Only ones he really likes. Like he really likes El Tri, which is like rock, Spanish rock, Mexican rock, and they're from the LDF, so they're chilangos. And I remember growing up, that's all we would hear. One time, my mom, she went to Mexico by herself. And she came back and got my dad. I remember specifically, she got back one night. She came back with a cassette of like their new like album. And my dad played it front to back. Like it was his favorite. And they went to go see them twice. And it was just a couple years ago. And my dad was so excited. He was like a child in a candy store because we drove him there. And oh, you should have seen him.
How was it? Like just like jumpity, you couldn't stop talking?
I didn't go. My older sister went one time with them, and she said that she was standing with my mom, and my dad was like in the crowd, just like going fucking crazy. And I thought it was really funny because when we went to go pick them up, I didn't know what they had worn. So when I went to go pick him up, I saw that my dad was wearing like a black leather jacket. He was wearing his black pants and like some boots. And my mom was wearing like this jean jacket, like dark red lipstick. Like they were like fitted up. And I was like, holy shit. Like they look cool. Like they looked young. And I was like, fuck. And my dad was like fucked up. And yeah, my mom was like, oh my gosh, me and your sister, we had to like sit in the back because your dad was like getting on chairs and just like fucking going crazy with like all these other old guys. And I was like, aw.
That's awesome.
But I thought it was funny. They like that stuff though.
Aw. Dude, that's so cool. Do you remember what the venue was?
It was El Aragon on the north side. I think both times they were there.
Super intimate. So your dad was probably in
He was
there.
fucking feeling it. Fuck yeah. But he was really sad to see that they weren't going to have another concert. Usually they would do it around Thanksgiving time. And these past couple years they didn't have it. So hopefully, I think they were going to headline like a festival maybe this
wow.
year. But I don't know. I forget. Hopefully in the future. I want to go.
That would be fun to
You
go.
know?
Yeah.
A family event. Oh, that's funny because did you or your brothers? Oh no, you didn't have your emo phase, but did your brothers?
No, I don't think they did. No.
What about your parents?
No, probably even less, to be honest. I mean, I remember seeing pictures of my dad, and he's like, he has a ponytail, like sleeveless shirt on, and some like boot cut jeans, I guess, and just like boots. But nah.
Nothing too crazy.
No, my mom had a fro.
Oh
Yeah,
really?
because her hair is like I guess like what is this, straight and
Thick?
That's why mine fucking stands out, because my mom had a fro, and so like she had her hair black, and so it was like like this tall.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but it was like nice and like straight, I guess. Like it was
Oh,
like
really?
cornered and shit. Yeah.
Oh fuck! What are those called? Like flat tops?
Yeah,
Oh, that's actually kind of sick. Do you have pictures?
I do have pictures.
Yes. We gotta post them on the IG.
Dude, my mom would kill me.
Stop.
Nah,
We gotta
I can't-
post on
I
the
can't do
IG.
her like that.
Because like my dad's hair was really curly, but he had a mullet, so it was like it was a little. And my dad has almost like a very rectangle head, so it was like a little rectangular here, and then he had his
That's sick.
like ponytail with his curly hair. We gotta post some dude. Stop.
Did I had a tail in high school. Did I tell you that?
Ooh, you were a
Yeah.
cub.
No.
You're scaring me.
Shit. Nah. Definitely not a car. But fuck. What was the time?
Do you have a picture?
Hold on. I gotta let me reset the camera. I might have a picture, but I can't guarantee it.
Find it right now.
Dude, I don't even know. I wouldn't even know where to look. It's all I'm like my I remember my friend posted a picture of me on the bus on Facebook. But I don't have Facebook. So I wouldn't be able to get it. And the other one, man. I don't know. Like,
So-
all of them were on Facebook damn near.
Do your parents have a WhatsApp?
I think so.
Oh shit!
I have a
they're
WhatsApp.
You do?
Yeah. You don't have one?
No.
You should get one. They're
But
cool.
but like, who do you talk to on there?
My cousins and my uncle from Guatemala.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you do use it to talk to other people like that are not here.
Every once in a while, yeah.
Because my parents are not on social media whatsoever, and my aunt's always been on that like kind of like newer like Facebook shit, like WhatsApp. So I know for a fact my parents would never get a Facebook, but I think she convinced my dad enough to get WhatsApp, but he doesn't know how to use it. He was like, "Oh, she put this WhatsApp thing on my phone, but like I don't know like how to open the messages or whatever." He's like, "I don't get why she doesn't just text me." I'm like, "Dad, it's literally the same thing. Like I swear to you." And he called her and he was like, "Hey, can you send me that the page, because when we go to Mexico there's a festival going on, and he wanted to know the lineup of the music that was going to go." And she was like, yeah, I'll send it to you on WhatsApp. So she was saying, "Oh, but it's like a Facebook link, you just have to click it." And he was like, "Facebook?" He was like, no, I don't want it to like download any of my stuff or whatever. So never mind. Don't send it to me. And I had to explain to him, like, Dad, it's not going to take any of your information. It's just going to open a video. Like, you just can't do anything to the video because then you have to, like, make an account. And he's like, okay. And I think it's cute that he's, like, starting to understand.
Well, you said he was on YouTube, wasn't he? Like, he knows how to navigate YouTube really well?
Yeah, but he doesn't have an account. He's just, like, on YouTube, you know?
That's my dad's shit, too, is YouTube.
Yeah, dude.
For some reason, Hispanic dads really fuck with it. My dad watches a lot of videos from, like, back home and, like, horseback riding.
Dude, my dad fucking does.
Like, with the bulls? Like that one, yeah.
Yes. My dad would be like, ponle un video of this year to see who's uploaded videos. I'm like, what the fuck, Dad? But yeah.
I never even thought of it that way. I didn't know, like, there's probably they're rodeos, right? Like, there's probably certain rodeos that they, like, knew as a kid, maybe? Like, that's why they keep up with it now, or, like, try to keep up with it? I don't know.
I have no idea. He usually keeps up with the ones that are like La Fiesta, which is the one that's coming up. And they do it every single year. This year is actually going to be the 400th anniversary of that fiesta. I think it's for La Virgen de la Asunción, which is who they celebrate. And it's just like this huge festival. It goes on for, I believe, the whole weekend. And they just go crazy. And they always upload the videos every single year. And my dad's always like trying to go and like see, because they do like the music acts, but then they also have other events during the day, like the peregrinación in the mornings, and then just like all this other shit. So he's always trying to see who's out there if he can't go.
Is that the same? It's at the same location every single time?
Yeah, it's always in the town.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, now it's going to be 400 years this year, and we're trying to wild out.
And that's going to be when you guys are going? Oh, shit.
It's going to be really fun. I'm excited. Like, it gets really fucking stupid, dude, because my dad goes there, and his cousins go every single year. And the last time I went for the 15th, they had, all the cousins had bought wigs. And they had bought wigs and like costumes and shit. So they would just like wear their wigs and their costumes, and the music would be playing, and they'd just be fucking around, like drinking and just like dancing everywhere. But his cousins are so stupid, but they have fun. It's pretty entertaining.
I want to see pictures when you get back and video.
I'll see.
You should ask if they'll let you on the bull.
Oh my God. No. Oh, well, I can get on like horses and stuff.
That's cool too.
But I don't want to. They're scary. They're scary because like they don't use like saddles. At least like
shit.
Usually when I go and like see, everyone's just like riding, just like horseback riding. But not a lot of them have like saddles and stuff, which is scary.
Yeah, I should feel like it'll hurt.
Well, I just like never know where to like put my feet, or you know, like they have the thing to hold on to. I don't know.
Is it like a dog? How they have like the layer of fat in their neck? You're just like holding on to like the horse's
No,
neck.
They have their like reins, and you like hold on to that. But usually other ones have like the center one, you know. The fuck? You're like a cat.
So we haven't even mentioned it, but maybe before we hop into some Discord questions.
Yeah.
This is the episode. It's I guess it would be the year anniversary. So I wanted to ask: is this gonna be the first episode of season 2?
Yeah.
Or okay, cool.
Wait, so this one is?
That's what I.
Oh, that's what you're asking
Yeah.
me? I thought this was going to be the last episode of season 1.
Okay, I like that better. It kind of works out better with the video.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
So this is the last video / pod that we're going to do for season 1. It's been officially an entire year of us recording, and you were saying that you went back and listened to the first couple episodes.
I only got through the first one.
Oh.
To be honest with you, it took a lot in me to not fast forward a lot of the first one. Like, I wanted to sit there and just really listen to it.
Right.
But I only got through the first one.
Okay.
Which is the introduction one, basically.
Yeah. Maybe I'll go back and listen. I don't even go back and listen to these really, but I do want to see kind of how you were saying the growth that we've had, because it's very evident and you can obviously hear it. I know the pilot episode is our second most listened to and watched pod. So
I didn't know that.
yeah,
Wow.
it's I think the first one is I think it's the
Is it
toxic
Toxic
one.
one? Yeah.
Y'all are funny.
It's funny to just playing it over and over.
And then the second one I'm pretty sure is the pilot episode, which makes sense if people
Yeah.
want to go all the way to the beginning. But hopefully everyone who did has stuck around to see the growth
Yeah.
and all that, because those first 10 were just not it.
Yeah,
But
that's ugly. Why would you guys do that? Don't put the pilot as the second top episode. What the fuck?
But I hope people do see the growth and stuff, and that they're still here with us. But I have seen some comments like asking if should we go in order and stuff like that. I really don't think you have to, if this is like your first episode you're listening to, or if you're gonna navigate into the second season, you don't really have to listen in order. I feel like
It's a good question to ask.
I feel like every episode's new. So there's not really a path, I guess, that we take. Unless you really look for specifics on I did this last week.
Yeah.
Stuff like that, you know?
There's like some reference points to old episodes, so maybe it helps starting with the old ones, but I don't know.
Just a couple of insiders, I guess.
Yeah.
But if you care for that. But
Like if you, like even knowing who Juanito is, because Juanito's been there with us for the longest.
for like a really long time. Just a couple of people that we always talk about. So I guess, if you want to go back and listen to those, but for the most part, I think we're doing pretty good. And I'm
Yeah, dude.
excited.
Very excited. A couple months ago when we hit 10K, we made a goal for 20K, and
By
I think
December.
by December. And I think when this episode airs on Thursday, I think we'll be at 20K.
At least. Which
It's
I
fucking
think
crazy.
because we hit 10K back in March, was it not?
I think it was March. Yeah.
And now it's July. And we've already upped another 10K, which I think is surreal.
It's insane. It's
Yeah.
really insane to believe, and it's only gonna keep getting bigger. So we appreciate everyone who's been listening for a long time. I mean, a year's a long fucking time.
Yeah.
And that's like an hour each week that you guys give us. So thank you for that. Appreciate
Yeah,
your
we
time.
really appreciate it, guys. You really have no idea how it feels to. This morning I was sitting here and being like, people really give a shit about what we have to say. And it was just so unbelievable to me that people take the time out of their days to just listen to us, you know? And sometimes it does get like, man, some people are not going to give a shit about this. They're like, what am I even doing this for? But to see people comment and be like, I love this, like I relate to you guys. There's no one out there doing it like you guys. It's very grounding. I love it.
I feel very blessed. Very, very blessed.
For sure.
And again, something we always talk about is like the potential. And I think that's that's what I want to talk to you next was, so this is 1 year. We didn't make any goals when we started the podcast. We were just like, fuck it, let's just do it. But now that we kind of see like the growth and like the potential, what's one goal or maybe two goals that you have for this podcast by next year, this time around?
That's just so tough because everything is happening so fast that I don't even know where we could be by the end of this year, you know? So just knowing if we do this for another year, and if it keeps going at the rate we're going, I don't have no idea. But maybe having a raw sponsorship.
You took mine. I was gonna say that. Yeah. Fuck.
I think
That'd be so
having maybe not even raw, maybe having just a really good. I really want it to be a like cannabis sponsorship for sure, for sure, for sure. But we're gonna, like I said before, it's gonna happen.
Yeah, definitely.
It just all depends on when, you know?
Love that.
I'm determined.
Damn. Fuck. I'm trying to think of another one. Like one that like I'm really hoping for is man, I don't know. Cause that was my top one. I think possibly working with more people. Like we had talked about like being a guest on other people's podcasts. I
Okay.
think that'd be really cool too.
I feel like that would be even like more, not even like in 1 year. I think we would do that soon,
Yeah.
you know? I think another good one would probably be traveling with the pod somewhere else, you know? I think that'd be a fun one.
We'd make 4 stops. What are those stops?
Let us know.
No, you tell me.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
We have to hit up Cali for sure because there's just so many people out there. And Texas is another one.
Definitely Texas.
Texas, California. I know we have a lot of listeners in Ohio, but I would want to know who. I feel like I haven't seen a lot of people reach out from Ohio. So if you guys are from out there and you'd possibly want to see us and chat with us and stuff, let us know. Because we'd be down. It's kind of close, right?
I think so. And if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure somebody who DM'd us earlier or yesterday is from Ohio.
Oh, nice. Nice. And then last state, you pick.
Are we going based off the stats?
If you want. We can do a one-off, the stats.
One stop. I really love Seattle.
Okay, fuck
Yeah.
it.
I think
Fuck
Seattle
it.
would be a good one.
I think that'd be cool.
All right. So by this time next year, we're gonna take this on the road, and we're gonna have a sponsorship, or we're gonna work with Raw.
We're going to work with Rob.
Yeah.
For sure.
That's gonna be cool.
We got to put it out there. We got to manifest it.
So again, thank you guys again for the year. It's been really great.
It's been awesome,
Love you
guys.
guys.
We're going to do some questions into the Discord now. These are pretty decent questions for this week. Again, if you guys want to submit some questions, we do have a Discord. Click the link in our bios on any of them. In our bios, we usually have all the links on how you guys can connect with us. So if you guys want to be able to ask questions for this next week, we're going to open the questions on Monday. So because we record on Tuesdays. So we usually have it right before we record so we can kind of vet them. Let's see. This first question is, if you guys had to get rid of one fast food chain, what would it be?
I think it's time to get rid of Arby's.
Stop, that was mine.
No one I know has ever eaten at Arby's.
You cannot tell me that's not a drug front.
To be honest, but they have like 3 in fucking 2-mile radius of each other. Like, what the fuck?
Like, no one's going to places for like roast beef sandwiches. Like, stop.
The whites.
The whites. Okay, let me see. What is your biggest pet peeve while driving? Sorry.
It's fine. My throat does that too. Fuck. Biggest pet peeve. What's yours?
I personally don't have road rage.
I don't believe that.
I mean, I get annoyed, but I'm never to the point where like I would genuinely get upset. So this isn't really my pet peeve while driving, but I guess being in the car with other people who have really bad road rage. Like it makes me so incredibly tense. Like I hate it. Like my boyfriend swears up and down he does not have road rage, but sometimes he's like, what the fuck? Like people are fucking idiots. And I'm just like, let's calm down. I'm getting scared.
You want to hit? Pet peeve. Fuck. I can't think of a good pet peeve, but a good moment that I like when driving is when someone's trying to beat you, so they or like I guess you're driving too slow. So then, and they're behind you, right? And to get into the right lane, and they try to beat you, but then they get slowed down by the oncoming traffic. So now you're ahead again. And then at that point, they try to like merge back into your lane. And so at this point, you're thinking like, nah, fuck that.
Fuck
Like you
this
already tried to go
person.
around me once. Like it's not happening again. And that's when I usually like stay in front of them for the rest of the drive to like wherever I have to go. So that's what I do with those people because they just annoy me. Like, bro, you really thought you were gonna go somewhere, and then now it's like,
Dead. You're funny, dude. That's really petty of you. Okay. Third question. How do you overcome the dread of navigating predominantly white spaces in the arts? Ooh.
would you say we're in a very predominant white space? I would think so.
I would think
Podcasting?
so.
Yeah.
Podcasting right now is ruled by white men.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I think knowing and being confident in your craft, in what you do, is probably the most important thing because, I mean, at least I think so. I think we believe in what we do and what we put out so much that we just would not be able to be overshadowed by someone that is just like, we're in a different lane.
Yeah, definitely.
You know? So I think that's kind of how, at least I see it, where it's like, I know that that's the norm, like these white middle-aged men that are ruling the pod community or whatever, but I don't think anyone's doing it like us. So
Right. 100%.
let's see. The last one of the questions, like she was really funny, or they were really funny. Sorry, I don't know. They were like, "Do you get nervous? Or are you high right now?" This second question or second person asking is from Yummy. What country would you guys like to visit and why?
The Netherlands.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
That'd be cool.
Why?
I saw a video on YouTube that said this was one of the happiest places on earth.
Oh,
Very kind people over
so
there.
not Disney World.
No, not Disney World.
Okay. I think
You're so dumb.
my place would have to be Morocco. I've always wanted to go to Morocco. I think their art and their textiles and like all that stuff is just, it's always been so colorful, so intriguing to me. And I think this has been a dream of mine ever since I was like in middle school, I think. Like I've always wanted to go to Morocco. But I just think it's really beautiful. So hopefully one day.
How's their weather?
I have no idea.
No.
It always looks hot though. Second question from her. Would you ever consider moving to another country?
Oh yeah, 100%. Like I don't think I'm gonna be here like as long as I think I am. But yeah,
I think I would move to Mexico, honestly.
that'd be
I think
nice.
I really would. This third question is from E-Man. What's one thing that each of you love about yourself the most?
I loved this question. Loved it. You can go first. How about you?
I would say my determination is one thing that I love about myself, you know? It's not even like, it's not something even physical or anything. It's like who I am as a person. You
Love
know?
that.
What about you?
I was stuck between attention to detail, or I just love. I'm a very detailed person, or I'm very I guess thorough. So one or the other.
Right. I think they go hand in
check
hand.
stuff off. Like check stuff off and make sure like everything is complete before I even touch something else.
You're like an organized person. That's
Very
what you
organized.
admire by yourself. I like that. Let's see. If you could change one thing about yourself, what would it be?
So I think I saw it when I sleep. It's on the left side of my face, and you could see. I'm not sure if you can. I'm gonna like stop talking for a second. So like, look at me. Do you notice anything off of my face?
No.
No. I feel like my jaw is slightly curved to the right or to the left, but my bottom jaw is not like straight or aligned.
I mean, now that you say it, like,
can
I
see it,
could
though, right?
see it.
Right.
What, you would want to change that?
I guess just start sleeping on my back. But I'm scared of getting sleep paralysis. I'm like, fuck that. I'm not sleeping on my back.
Just get a plastic surgery. I'm just kidding.
I'm good.
You're gonna end up looking like Zac Efron.
Is that how he looks with like a crooked jaw?
He like, well, I don't think so, but he's gotten like some like recent work done, and it's like kind of scary looking. I'll look it up for you because
Okay.
it's like very drastic. But I just thought it was like, whoa. Something I could change about myself. I'd probably say my hair. Like if I could change my hair, I would. Because I feel like I've never been able to do it or manage it, or sometimes I don't even really care for it. But I think it's just because of the hair type that I have. It's very frizzy, and I just sometimes, most days, don't like it, which is why I never do it, because I'm just like, fuck it. Let's see. Next questions are from Melita Mami. What's a movie you watched as a kid that you shouldn't have been watching? Hers was There's Something About Mary. I haven't seen that one.
I haven't either. I think mine would be like, I guess Halloween and like Child's Play and like that kind of stuff. Like just very gory murder, serial killer type movies.
Damn. Mine would probably have to be the same. Or like the Scream movies. Those ones. Because sometimes they would pass on, what was it? In Spanish, when they would pass on Telemundo, like a late night. I wasn't allowed to watch them, but I remember watching like Scary Movie 1 or 2 when they passed on there, and my uncle was there. And he was like, you gotta watch it, you gotta watch it. And I'm like, no, I'm scared. And he like sat me down to watch it and stuff. And you know how it's supposed to be like kind of funny and stuff, but I thought it was fucking scary. So I was scarred. But
To this day, are you scared of it?
no.
No.
I just know it's like dumb or whatever. But I remember at the time I was like mortified.
Wait, you know what movie my parents did not fuck with was Jackass. Like
Oh,
they did
really?
not want us watching that at all. And we would
Whoa.
watch it, but as soon as like one of them walked into the room,
You
¿Qué es
had to
eso?
change it.
yeah, they're like, ¿Qué es eso?
I've never seen a Jackass movie. I thought it was just like stunts. Is it not?
Yeah, but they're very like stupid and how do I describe it? It's just it's just like stupid.
like stupid,
stunts,
very
I guess.
dangerous stuff.
Yeah, like what do you
Yeah.
think it is? Yeah, like
That's what I thought it
what
was.
kind of stunt
like
do you picture in your
stunts, I guess, like
head? My bad.
I don't know, riding like a motorcycle off a roof. That kind of stunt is what I think of when I think of Jackass. But just like really stupid, dangerous things. No?
Yes and no.
Okay.
The only thing is that the person riding the motorcycle would be naked, and everybody else would be like tossing a bowling ball at them, until this person threw up, and that would be the stunt.
So just doing the most extreme possible
Yeah,
thing.
like extreme.
That sounds kind of entertaining, though.
Dude, it's fun to watch. I think it's a great time, but my mom was not about it.
What was she gonna think that you were gonna be on the fucking roof?
Yeah,
trying to
she thought
jump
everything
off?
we watched on the TV we were gonna be doing. That's
Oh
why when
my
I
God.
tackled Jonathan to the fucking table, they were like, "Oh no more WWE! Like you guys are not watching that no more." And that shit was banned in our house.
Oh man. Okay, let's see. Next question from her is also come up with an elaborate scheme that would get you out of jail if you had to break out.
I thought you would have a really good response for this.
I don't think I really have a scheme. I think this would just go down to morale. If I really wanted to get out of jail, I think I would just kill people. Like I would maybe kill the guard and then try to escape like that. You know? Mm-hmm. That's if I wanted to like do the most. Or like impersonate or like or like trap an officer, take their clothes, impersonate the officer, get out, and then escape.
That's I like that.
Yeah.
I like that because it requires finesse.
True. Let's see. Did you have one or no?
I was just gonna say like I don't know like wait I guess wait till the officer comes in, take his keys somehow, go to the bathroom because they probably have vents in the bathroom and like go through a vent.
Like some Lupin shit.
Yeah.
Love, love. Okay. Next question is from Alberto. Favorite kids PBS show? His was Arthur.
Arthur was mine too.
I fucked with Arthur heavy.
Great show.
Loved it. That and wasn't Sesame Street on PBS?
I think it was on PBS.
I really liked it.
I didn't really
really
watch
liked it.
it.
Oh, there was one that I really fucked with. I don't know what it was called. It was with lions.
I was about to say the lions in the library and they're reading.
Yeah, dude, those were the shit. That's probably, I'm going to say that one's my number one. Those ones were so fun. Their songs were fun and their stories.
Was Cyber Chase on PBS?
I think so.
Yeah, Cyber Chase was a
I
great
love
show.
Cyber Chase, yes. Also, I have to say the lions is number one, though. Let's see. This next question is from Jose. Would little kid you be proud of who you are today?
Yeah, definitely.
I would say yeah, too. I think they wouldn't expect it, but I think they would be proud. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
that.
I don't think kid me would have been like, I don't even know what she's doing.
How young are we talking?
Let's just say when you're a little bit more
Like
You had-
6?
no, I think 6 is a little young. Maybe when you're a little bit more aware, let's say like 11 or 12.
Okay. This was first grade, second grade?
11 or 12?
Yeah. No,
That's when
I'm
you're
s-
like in middle school
freaking-
shit. No.
That's like 6th grade then?
It's like 6th grade.
Oh yeah, 6th grade, Jason. You'd definitely think I was cool.
Same. Okay, next one. Let's see. Have you guys ever had a near-death experience? Do you fear death?
I've never had a near-death experience. At least I don't think so. Like maybe somebody was gonna like stab me or some shit, but without me knowing, somebody came and like tackled them, and like I would never know. You know what I
Well,
mean?
yeah.
But like me,
What the fuck?
but as far as I know, no, I don't know if I've ever nearly died. But how about you?
I think this one time, this was a couple years ago, probably 2013 around there. My family and I, we traveled to Mexico and we only ever travel by land. So we had just crossed the border and we were passing through some flatland desert, and there wasn't a lot of cars on the road. It was in the middle of the day, but we were driving and we were in a, what are they called? Just like a car, the 4-door ones. Are they sedans?
Oh, like just like a truck?
No, that's
Like
like,
a
an
van?
SUV. No, it was just a car, but it was like a Ford.
Oh, like my car.
Sure.
Okay. Like
I don't know
a
if you
sedan.
call those sedans.
I think yeah, it's.
But in front of us was this like really big truck, like one of those fucking Edgar trucks. And it was going really fast. We were all going really fast and they weren't that far in front of us. We were like a good just one car length like apart. And out of nowhere, I was sleeping in the back and it was my mom, my sister, and me in the back, and then my older sister in the front, my dad driving. And I see this truck's wheel like pop, and this truck flipped 4 times. It flipped 4 times off to the side of the road on the right, and it landed right side up. But I swear to you, like my dad had to brake so fucking hard. We thought we were gonna go with it, and it was so fucking scary because we saw people fly out of the truck. And it was so fucking scary. It was extremely sad. And I didn't get out of the car. We were able to break off in time, but like also on the side of the road. and all these cars in the back started stopping. My dad immediately got out to see like what was going on, and he told us all to stay in the car, but there was like people just everywhere, like laid out in like different locations. And it was so heartbreaking to see that right when the car landed upright, everyone was like, there was so many people in the truck. They were like packed in there. So they opened the door and there was like kids coming out of the truck in the back. And it was so fucking scary. So we were there for maybe an hour or two waiting to see if like a cop came or an ambulance or something, because we were in the middle of nowhere, so it would take a while for like the nearest city official to come. And I remember later on, my mom didn't tell me this until like way later, until we were probably like back here, that my dad couldn't sleep the entire vacation because he said that the older lady that was in the car, which I'm pretty sure was either the mom or the grandma of the whole family, she was caught in the barbed wire fence of the like desert land we were by. And she was caught on there, and my dad was pulling her body off. And he said that she was bleeding out and she like died in his arms. And it was like really fucked up. It was really sad. And my dad was like just torn about it. And he couldn't sleep. He was like crying. It was tough. But that was like, I guess the closest I came with it, just because like we were about to like also flip, you know? It's pretty scary.
How long did you think of that afterwards? Like, was it on your mind the entire vacation too?
No, it wasn't on my mind the entire vacation, but my parents, whenever we'd go and visit family members when we were there, they would tell the story again and again and again. Like, oh, this happened right before we got here. And it was just kind of like a reminder of it and stuff. But I remember like the whole thing sometimes just like randomly. And I'm like,
Wow.
fuck, dude. Like, I remember that and it was just so sad. It was tough.
Did you feel the impact of the truck?
What do you mean?
Like you're in the car, right, and you guys broke, and you see the truck flipping. Like, do you feel the impact of like those 4 hits on the ground?
Yeah, it happened so fucking fast. Like my body went into shock. Everyone's body went into shock. We were like, what the fuck did we just see? It was so scary, honestly.
Wow.
It was really sad. I think 2 people did pass away. But it was really sad.
Wow.
This next question is from Michael. What is your best high school or college memory?
In my creative writing class, my junior year, my teacher, Miss Meacham, my top 3 favorite teachers of all time. She was she just let us be who we wanted to be, and like allowed us to argue with each other if we needed to argue, and just like created this like really cool space for everybody. And so she had us watch Louder Than a Bomb, which is the slam poetry. I don't know if you've ever seen it.
Say it again?
Louder Than a Bomb.
No, I haven't seen it.
So Louder Than a Bomb is an annual slam poetry contest.
Oh.
And there's a film about it that takes place back in like 2013, 2014. And it involves like 4 kids from different schools in Chicago. So one of them being Steinmetz, like North Side. I don't even know. But basically, after we watched this film, the following week, 2 of the people in the movie came to our class, and they performed a couple of their pieces. And one of them being one of the main characters, but like the main people followed in the film is, I think his name's Lamar Jordan. And so he played one piece from the movie and one piece that wasn't in the movie. But like to see them perform live was fucking insane. And when they were performing, the bell rang for us to like get up and go to the next class, but like nobody moved. Like it was insane because we just didn't want to interrupt anything. And even afterwards, we were just able to like talk to them about the piece, and it was cool. It was really cool to like meet them and like have her do that for us.
Oh, I think that's so fun.
It was cool, dude. It was amazing. And I
That's
think
awesome.
that inspired I think like one day getting over a big fear of mine would either be like karaoke or doing slam.
Right. You're just like public speaking. I like just doing something like up in public, I guess.
Performing.
Performing. There you
Yeah.
go. Wow.
Yeah. So that was my memory.
I think I told you earlier that I hated college. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't really fuck with the experience, but this isn't really that has to do with college itself. But like one of my professors, she was like an adjunct communications professor, and I had her class, and I'm trying to think if Julian was in that class. I don't think so. I think that was very early on. I think this was later. But I forgot her name. But I think I've told this story before, how I saw her at the bar.
Yeah.
And in that class, like she just let us do and say literally whatever. And I think I really enjoyed that class because it was literally the entire class was just storytelling. And it was one person after the next raising their hand to say not just any story, like the most personal stories of their lives. And it was so crazy because none of us knew each other. And after that class, we just almost felt like a connection, even though I don't even know your name, you know? And it was just, it was really special to almost like have this bond with people that you just have no idea, and you feel their pain and you feel like all the empathy of everyone and like everyone's situation. And I really enjoyed the class. Probably one of my favorite classes that I ever took there. I was really sad because she was going to leave. She was going to go teach at Roosevelt, I believe. She got a better offer, and RMU just
Good for her.
fucking sucked. So I was like, you know what? Like, I'm happy that she's going and teaching somewhere else that would probably appreciate her work a lot more. And she even spoke about her own personal struggles. And something that she was very vocal about was her struggle with eating disorders and like all these adversities she had to face and overcome. And to me, it really spoke because at the time, like that was something that like a close family member of mine was going through. And I just like felt like, oh my God, like there's someone else that understands and like also can give insight on like what this topic is. No one's ever talked about it, not even in high school really. Other than reading Winter Girls back in junior year, like no one ever talked about this topic. And for her to just be so open and just really open my eyes to what it really is and how this actually affects like a living, breathing person, it just really opened my eyes. And I felt really close to her. And just randomly, I think it was probably a year after, probably 2 years after I had been done with the class, I ran into her at the bar at Slippery Slope in Logan. And I was fucked up. She was fucked up. I saw her from across the bar and I looked at my boyfriend. I was like, no fucking way. Like, this is her. And he was like, oh, I don't know, like, you're probably just seeing shit. And I was like, no, this is her. I'm going to talk to her. I'm going to go and talk to her. He was like, wait, like, what if it's not? Like, you're going to make it weird. I'm like, no, I promise. And I went up to her. We talked for like maybe 15 minutes. We cried. I told her how much I loved her class and how much of a huge impact she had on me. And she really appreciated it. She told me to keep in touch. And I thought she didn't even remember my name, anything.
Oh, she remembered you by
then
your name.
And then she sent me an email, like probably the next couple days. And I was like, oh, shit. But she was really awesome.
What a great person.
And that's probably like my best college memory, I will say. Loved it. Next question is from Sib. Would you rather have to survive a night with La Llorona or spend the night with a haunted doll? By the way, love you guys. We love you too. Thank you.
I'll take the doll.
You'll take the
I'll
doll?
definitely take the doll.
This depends on like, what is La Llorona doing though?
I feel like she could actually harm you, you know?
But like a doll, I think could also harm you.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
You
Yeah, they
know?
could definitely, they could harm you. But Leona seems like it'll be more of a struggle, like more exhausting. Like if you're running away from them, like Llorona looks like she'll just like be chasing you around in a circle and never get tired because her ass is probably floating. Whereas like the doll, you just need to kind of stay where the light's at and you'll be
I
fine,
might
you know?
have to say the doll too, just because the point of La Llorona always like, never getting tired because she's an entity just makes sense. And plus, I think she looks fucking scary, so I wouldn't want to like have to see her for like an entire night. Whereas like the doll is probably creepy looking, but it's not fucking scary like her face.
Like, you can just turn it around. You know?
Right,
Turn
right.
it
But also because I think it would take a little bit more work for the doll to harm you because if there's most likely a demon in it, it would have to find a way to get out and harm you, which I think would be a little tougher. Does that make sense?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, that I'll take the doll too.
I'll take the doll. This next question is from Bingo Brando. Do you have any stories about dealing with a bad high?
Yeah, I entered manual breathing mode a couple of weeks, maybe like a couple months ago, and so I had to get up and ask for help to the door
You're
for them to open the
lying.
patio door.
I have 5% on my fucking thing.
And yeah, then I just had to step outside and like, man, I gotta breathe a little
What
bit.
the
I'm a little
fuck?
too high, yeah, dude.
Yeah, I think I will say my really bad experience would be this one time when I was in high school and all my friends, we were going to go back to one of my boys' house and then I could not get out of the car. I couldn't even feel my leg. I didn't know if my legs could function. And I told them like, guys, I don't even think I can walk. And they were like, you're good. And I was like, no, like I'm really fucked up. And they were like, okay, we're going to drive you back to like my other friend's house. So we drove there. And I think in that drive, I like regained some consciousness, but I did throw up that day.
Oh, fuck.
That was like the first time that I ever threw up from smoking. But it was so much. I was like punching my legs. I was like, dude, I cannot feel them.
Get them on the...
Shut the fuck up. Let me get my charger really quick. Okay. So yeah, that was my bad time being high, but we've overcome. We've grown.
You've come a long way.
Yes. Next question is from Frank Black. Worst drug buying experience? Any drug?
Maybe my first time buying weed from like a dealer that I didn't know.
Okay.
The whole thing just seemed sketch to me. And I don't know. I just had a bad feeling about it. Like maybe I shouldn't be doing this.
I don't think I've had like a really terrible experience. Oh wait, hold on. I guess maybe when I was like middle school, I think it was like freshman year of high school, where my friend and I were trying to get weed off of this kid that we knew, and he was like, "Oh yeah, like come by my house and like I'll hook it up, whatever." But we were hanging out with this guy for like probably half a day. Like we went to the park and we met up with like one of our boys and whatever. We were going to go walk to his house because he lived really close by to the park. And then like he was taking forever in his house. And we're just like, what the fuck? And we're like, dude, like it's a really long time. Should we just leave? And I think we ended up leaving and he like said he didn't even have any or some shit.
What the
and I was like,
fuck?
what the fuck? Like everything was pretty sketch, but we were like kids.
He's
so
bogus.
it was like stupid.
Maybe he just wanted some friends.
Fuck that. Let's see. Last questions. They are from Juanito. So his first question is, what kind of weather is your favorite? And what about it do you love?
The fall, and it's
Same.
dressing as comfortable as I possibly can.
Yeah.
Like snugged up in a hoodie on. Oh my god, it's my favorite.
You guys aren't ready for the fits that we're gonna have this year for
Damn.
fall.
Bro, I don't get new outfits. Like what they saw me last year is what they're gonna see this year. Except with these jeans on, that's about it.
You know what? Maybe we should make we should make team sweaters. Like just, cause personally, I like wearing my 2 very comfortable crew necks. So I feel like if I were to wear something repeatedly, I would want it to have like the logo on it or something. So I think that'd be fun if we made like 2 of them for us.
I'd be down for that.
Same. All right, let's see. Next and final question. Do you jump around between things you have to do, or do you prefer completely finishing something before doing anything new?
I have to finish whatever it is. And strangely enough, I'm like, this is my food. Like when I order breakfast, right? Let's say I order like a traditional eggs,
I remember you saying
ham,
this.
bacon, whatever. I have I have to finish. I usually start with the sausages. So I start with the sausages first. And then I move on to the bacon, and then the eggs, and the hash browns last. And I have toast with my breakfast. But if I do get pancakes are last. So I have to eat everything before I eat something else. I don't fucking know. Fucking weird.
What?
Yeah.
But
I
like
don't
you're not
know
trying to
why.
get a little taste of like the hash browns with like your sausage, just for like flavor.
If anything, it's like one single bite. But no, I'll finish those first and then move on to the next one.
Wow. Like you've always done this.
With foods that are separated like that, yeah.
Wow.
That's why I like omelets now. Not omelets, fucking skillets. Because everything's
Skillets,
just
yeah.
tossed in there and it's like, all right, cool. I don't have to worry about it. I can just eat.
What the fuck? That's really interesting. So you usually finish a task before you start another one.
Yeah. How about you?
I think I jump around, but not as much to where like I won't finish something. I think I jump around right when I know, okay, I have enough time to finish this. I can start something else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas like I know I'm not going to just completely abandon something because then I would hate myself.
I think I do that like during cleaning. But since cleaning as a collective is one task, I don't mind jumping around to different sections.
Yeah. I feel that. I understand that. Yeah, pretty much. Okay, that was it for the question, guys. I think this week's they were really good. I liked them. They were engaging.
Yeah. And again, thank you guys for being here with us for the past year. Means the absolute world.
Love it. Thanks, guys. We are going to start season 2 for next week, so I'm pretty hyped about that.
Damn. You know what I was thinking? New intro.
Oh, we can. We could do a new intro. That'd be cool. If we upgraded it and stuff. Damn. Should we get new cover art?
Oh, dude, we'd have to.
I think
What
that'd
would
be
it say?
pretty
Season
cool.
2 on it? Volume 2? Ooh.
Okay, Lil Wayne, stop.
Okay, what the fuck? You were back here. How do you quit playing?
Anyways, no, yeah, we're really excited for this season 2. We are gonna switch up some stuff, and I know that we said it earlier. We were gonna try to do it on the pod, but we're probably gonna have to do it right now after the pod. But
Oh, shit, I forgot about the TikTok.
we qualified to be part of the TikTok Creator Fund, so we're there. We got the numbers, we got the analytics for it, so we're gonna put in our application right now.
That's going to be crazy.
That's gonna be fun. But yeah,
Cool. Well, see you guys.
see you guys next week. Thank you.